Pretty weird.
T3 Media.
Through the media.
Hey guys, prepare yourself for another episode of Talking Through the Medias. This is your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. I'm your host, Chris Fagan, and joining me, as usual, on a Thursday is Joy Fagan. Hey babe, how you doing? She was very curious if we were talking about the Fantastic Four, and we are. And also joining us to help us talk about the Fantastic Four, virtually, I was trying to figure out how to say that, virtually, Lana Marie. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back.
From cyberspace.
Welcome back from cyber. So let's do a quick sound check. All right, can you hear me? Are we okay over there?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure your sound is good. Okay, we have to do a quick sound test to make sure that I can't get sued by Lana. Last time she said the volume was too low and I was to be docked $500. So
wow.
We'll make sure that that doesn't happen again. Guys, like I said, this is the show where we talk about the latest in entertainment news. We pretty much only got a few topics to talk about today. Some last minute stuff that came in regards to the Fantastic Four updates. I'm going to do a review with my wife. We saw Anyone But You on Netflix. I'm going to give my thoughts on that, her thoughts on that. Any excuse to talk about Sydney Sweeney, don't worry about it. It's just my thing. Don't worry about it. And me and Lana will discuss the latest episode of X-Men 97. So guys, share your thoughts on any of those topics that we have coming up. Share your thoughts on this main topic that we're about to talk about. The first topic of the night. Babe, what do we got going on a Thursday?
We have the Fantastic Four.
Yeah. I didn't send you. Did I not send you Did I not print out the whole thing?
Well, you did, but then you said something about it changed. Or?
No. That's
right,
still the
okay.
same. Yeah.
Well, John Malkovich joins the Fantastic Four. This from Deadline. Malkovich has been cast in the Fantastic Four. As of now, the actor's role has not yet been revealed, so fans will have to speculate whether he's playing a hero or a villain. The cast so far in Julia Garner will play Shalla-Bal, a female version of Silver Surfer, while the starring cast includes Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, aka Invisible Woman, Ebon Moss-Bachrach as Ben Grimm, aka The Thing, and Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, aka Human Torch. This MCU film is set to release in theaters in 2025.
That was the original news that came up. We're going to talk about the other news that came up after that. So John Malkovich finally joins a Marvel movie. And I speculated that he was probably going to play. I was like, what if he's Galactus? And then like, nope, that's not what's happening. That role has been filled. But before we get into that, Lana, I'll start with you. Lana, what do you think about this news about John Malkovich? Are you excited about this casting? What do you think about John Malkovich joining the Fantastic Four?
I think that's pretty awesome because, I mean, he's a really powerful actor.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last film I remember watching was Warm Bodies, where he played the dad.
Oh, yeah.
The zombie film.
I love that movie.
And I don't know, everything I've seen of him is like, I feel like whatever it is, you'll like it.
Right. The cool thing about John Malkovich's casting is that he was originally supposed to play the Vulture in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man universe. If they were going to do a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire, he was supposed to be the Vulture. They didn't go that way. They rebooted, and then Andrew Garfield took over. They went to the Lizard, and then Rhino and Goblin and everything. And then when they rebooted it again, we finally got the Vulture with Michael Keaton. So we never got that Vulture with John Malkovich that we were supposed to get. So I'm wondering. I know he's not the Vulture because Michael Keaton is the Vulture technically for the MCU, but I can't call it. If I was to guess, I would assume that he's probably an agent or something like that. Maybe he's not. Maybe not a villain, or maybe he's just an agent or something. Maybe not necessarily with Shield, but I could see him playing something like some friend of the Fantastic Four, maybe somebody from the past who knew them before they got their powers, and then when they get brought into the MCU in the current timeline, remembers them from when, from way back. I don't know, or maybe he's a villain. I don't know, but
he could be a villain too.
He could probably be a villain. But if you were to guess, if you know anything about like the Fantastic Four villains or anything like that, do you have any speculations of who John Malkovich could play, or what would you? Is there a character that you would like to see him as?
Yeah, that requires some more thought. I don't know.
I don't know much about the Fantastic Four villains either. So anybody's guess is good as mine. You guys in the live chat, you guys join us now. If you have any thoughts on that, babe, do you have any thoughts on John Malkovich from any past movies or
I
this
love
current
him.
casting?
He's great, but I know zero about the Fantastic Four, so I can't really tell you who I think.
Jessica Alba,
he'd play.
Jessica Alba's dad, you don't think so? It's not the same universe.
But he's great.
Yeah.
Whatever they have chosen him for, he'll be fantastic.
No, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. You guys are in the live chat. If you guys are having any news or any, because this just hit. Like I said, this was going to be the main topic. Who could John Malkovich be playing in the MCU? Would you rather see him as a hero or a villain, or does it matter? Or could he just be some background character? Just have a package here for Tony Stank like that. Like, could he be the new Stan Lee pop-ins or something like that? Wouldn't that be funny if he was the new Stan Lee pop-ins? You're not going to do that, but that would be interesting. If you guys have any speculations or if you are hearing any news, any developing news about who John Malkovich could be, let us know in the chat. If you have any guesses or any fan wishes, a wish list, put it in the chat and I'll pop them up here on the chat box here and show your thoughts on that. So beyond that, there was new development that came up after the fact, and I had to hurry up and amend the main topic because, like I said, I assumed that he could probably play a character like be Galactus. Maybe he was going to be the voice of Galactus, but no. That turned out that was debunked while I was in the middle of the show. Let me get this cat out the way as I try to read because he was literally blocking what I was about to read here. So fans will speculate on whether or not John Malkovich will play a hero or villain. So the person that has been cast as Galactus has been named as Ralph Ineson, the British actor whose 3-decade career ranges from Harry Potter movies to recent horror prequels. The First Omen has landed the plum part of Galactus, a cosmic entity who consumes planets to sustain his life force. So I've seen this actor I remember seeing him in The Witch. That was one of the first Anna Taylor-Joy movies that I saw before I knew Anna Taylor-Joy was going to become as big as she is today. That was a real freaky horror movie that she was in, and I believe he played her father, if I'm not remembering that incorrectly. I don't remember him in Harry Potter. I'm gonna have to go back to IMDb too, because he seems like he's one of these actors where I've seen him in a whole bunch of stuff, but I can't remember what I've seen him in. So if I've seen the Harry Potter movies, but I don't remember what character he played. You guys can help me out in the chat. But Joy, do you have any recollection of who of Ralph Ineson?
Googling.
You're Googling. Oh, you're Googling.
I have no.
She's Googling as we speak. What about you, Lana? Do you have any recollection of what other movies have you seen? Are you Googling too? Is everybody Googling?
I'm gonna have to Google. I'm gonna have to.
Okay, because I haven't seen The First Omen, and like I said, 3 decades. Like I said, we've seen him in movies, but
Yeah.
I've seen Harry Potter, but I can't remember what character he played. I don't know, guys in the chat.
Because he was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
As what? He was. You said he was.
Ready Player One.
I've seen that movie. I've seen that movie too. Love that movie.
Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
So okay, so we've seen him in everything. Look, guys, I have
Heard
the
him.
worst memory when it comes to actors and stuff like that. So mostly, if maybe we've only mostly seen heard his voice or anything. Let's go to the chat. Let's see what because our legend in the chat room is lighting it up. So I'm assuming that I overlooked something or I missed something. Let me see if I can pull you up here. There we go. Chat real time. Let's go here. Let's see. Howdy, I am butthurt. What are you butthurt about?
That he doesn't get to see Charlerine, the new Mad Max. I don't know if that how the new Mad Max series.
Oh, okay. All right. My butt hurts how I don't get to see Charlerine, the new Mad Max series. But I rock with Blade and Jubilee. Oh, I guess we're talking about X-Men on that one. He can be Huti Kala. Oh, okay. Well, now on the question of who John Malkovich could play, he can be Huti Kala during Planet Hulk and beat the brakes out of Scar. I'm assuming that was when I asked who John Malkovich could play, but I assumed that John Malkovich was going to be Galactus, but then this gentleman being cast, Ralph, and from what I can tell, no one seems to have a problem with it. So I'm gonna have to refresh myself on, I guess, his voice, because obviously that's what it's gonna come down to. I'm wondering if they're going to model him the way they did with Thanos and have Galactus be in human form or humanoid form, or if it's just gonna be his voice.
Says that he is known for his very distinctive deep voice.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I say. I'm finding a lot of characters for voice roles, and
He's voiced many characters in lots of video games as well.
Okay. So I mean, so
doesn't
Thanos
really help me out, but still, apparently he has a very deep voice of some sort.
Yeah, so I guess maybe he's got that voice, that chocolate rain voice, chocolate rain. I don't know. I guess if you like it, I love it. Okay, I mean, so far everybody's excited about it. I'm gonna have to go on IMDb and refresh myself on what this guy sounds like. Is he a panty dropper? I guess that's what's going on here. I guess that's what's happening here. If you like it, I love it, guys. Let us know in the chat what you guys think about Ralph Ineson as Galactus. Everybody seems to love it so far. I have no complaints. People are saying perfect cast for him to play Galactus. Guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep talking about that. Let's move on real fast to the next topic. What did I have coming up next?
X-Men 97.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Season 1, Episode 9, Tolerance is Extinction, Part 2.
I know that's a mouthful of a.
You got their Magneto villain, Xavier returns.
Oh, no, I mean those are our notes right there.
Okay.
So, real fast, let's talk about the latest episode. There was a lot that happened, and this wasn't even the. This felt like a season or series, or a season finale. But this is the episode before the last episode of this season. What did you think about this episode? Tolerance is Extinction Part 2, Lana.
Oh my God.
Where do I start?
Yeah, really.
You go ahead. I gotta fix your camera while you talk, but go ahead. I got you.
It's just extremely unexpected, like every episode so far. I mean, I'll say first, I love the relationship between Jean and Storm.
I was just about to ask you about that. Yeah. What did you think?
The whole sister best friend thing? I love it. It's also very fresh. You don't see that portrayed so much, and I'm glad that they're including something that is, I guess, a positive, especially with all the stuff going on in there, and they're showing this bond, no matter what.
I like that line that they said before they went to fight, because Storm is a she
Weather
controls
your
the weather,
mind.
and Jean controls things with. She's a telepath. She controls things with her mind. But it was something about they will have to mind your weather, and then the other one said then they're gonna have to weather your mind or something like that. I was like, I see what you're doing there. That's cute. But no, go ahead. What would you?
Yeah. Sorry, my brain went.
I have some notes on there, babe. You said
so
okay.
Much.
the notes for X-Men. Let's start off with Magneto. What did you think about the fact that Magneto is now back in his classic villain role for the series?
I mean, it looks like he tried to, be the good guy, but it didn't quite work out. Everything kind of went another direction, and I kind of don't blame him. So
you're on team Magneto was right?
Sort of, yeah.
The sad thing about it was that you're right. He really did try, and
I thought it was gonna be like a trick. Like he had something up his sleeve the whole time, old Magneto stuff. And I was like, no, he's actually
be given unlimited chances and opportunities to be right and to be decent, and they just go back to just being racist and handle that. Rogue, what do you think? What did you think about Rogue's? Hey, what's going on, Brianna? How you doing? I see you in the chat. What did you think about Rogue's little speech when she joined Magneto and how she just clapped back at everybody on the way to joining Magneto, saying stuff like that the professor, failed and abandoned, and Storm didn't see the last couple of weeks because her ass was she had no powers, and she really just dug at everybody. Do you think that was fair? What do you think about Rogue getting all that off her chest? So you think she's still grieving?
I think she is still grieving. I mean, she's been through a lot
this season.
And I don't know. I'm sort of on her side too.
So you're all the way team. You're all the way team Magneto. And so if you were in that crowd right there, you'd probably join Magneto too, right?
It's like enough is enough.
Yeah. We tried it your way.
More.
Yeah. We tried. We tried it your way. Let's kick them all out. I think one of the last things I liked about this episode, I don't know what went down between the former showrunner that was just recently fired, and I'm glad that he got season 2 out of the way before he was let go. So season 2 shouldn't really lose a step. But I'm now to the point where it's like, dude, whatever happened, unless we're talking espionage, you like me, I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner.
What?
You like me, I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner.
What? I'm surprised that something hasn't happened like that, but after he stabbed him, I was like, oh no, don't do that. Like, because y'all are doing the death thing right now, where y'all are actually trying to kill each other. He's going to do something even more horrible to you.
Right.
And I was like, and that's exactly what happened. Like, he just, that. And I was like, holy crap, I wasn't expecting them to actually do it, though, even though it's like, what would be the next thing,
Exactly.
Like, after he stabs him, like, he's not gonna like just let him live. He has already said, like, this is a war now. Right.
I'm thinking we just saw two things, because I recently learned something when I went down a TikTok rabbit hole. I learned that there was an episode in a comic book where Magneto's heart was either stabbed or even, like, I don't know, a hole was punched in his chest, and where he had no heart, but he was able to use his powers, his magnet powers, to force his blood to keep pumping. Even though he had no heart or ability to do it, he was able to will his body to keep living with using his powers. That's how powerful he is. And I'm wondering if that's what we saw. Did we see Wolverine stab him through the heart, himself from dying, and simultaneously retaliate against Wolverine and do that classic pull the antimanium out of his body? Because throughout, what do you think about that theory?
I think that it could have happened at any time, but I think there was something that was keeping, like Magneto, like mentally, like whatever the relationship with Xavier, there's something that was always there, and he finally let go of it.
Yeah.
So it could have happened at any time.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that, what was that other line? Something that what Magneto said. There's something I've been wanting to say. 2 words that I've been wanting to say to you for years. And when he said that, I literally was like, I thought about the WWE. I was thinking about I got 2 words for you. I thought he was gonna say, I was gonna say, suck it. You're gonna what? Suck it? Are you gonna say suck it? And then he just said, no, shut up. I was like, oh, okay, it's Disney.
I did see, like, there's a article going around that fans are talking about, like, they believe they're trying to kill everybody off to make room for new characters.
They better not. They better not do that Transformers the movie bull crap, because that's exactly what they did back in the 80s. When the Transformers movie started, like the first 5 minutes, all your favorite Transformers were killed in the first 5 minutes of the movie because we have new toys. No, I think they're getting rid of all these major characters, and then at the end of the season or at the end of maybe season 2, there's going to be some kind of a time jump.
The part where fans are talking about the guy in the background of all the episodes. Is he called, like,
the Watcher?
Yeah. And the whole what if scenario.
I only saw him on episode 1. I haven't seen him in anything else. You think has he been in every episode?
I don't know about every, but I've seen more than one.
Okay. But yeah, I think some time thing is gonna happen, and it's gonna get reset. But overall, what did you love this episode? What did you think about this? Was this your favorite out of all of it, or what does it rank with you? Top 3?
It's not gonna be my favorite. I was more like, I was angry. Like I left it just feeling so just wrong.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, it got an emotional.
I love the series.
Yeah.
I love the series though.
Well, I'm loving it too. I can't wait to get more out of it. But guys, let us know what you think about the X-Men '97. What are your theories? What do you think is going to happen in the last episode? What is it? Tolerance is Extinction Part 3. I'm curious on what's going to go down on that, and we'll get into your thoughts a little bit after the show. But before we end it off, let's do a quick review. I'm going to talk with Joe. We saw another series. You didn't watch the X-Men with me, but we saw a movie called Anyone But You with Tiffany. I switched to the wrong camera. With Tiffany Sweeney. I'm supposed to say Tiffany Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney. We saw
made up a new person.
Yep.
The normal plot lines.
But in the middle, getting there, they made a few trope changes. They didn't stick to all the tropes. They stick to a lot of them, but there was some that they did. And I'll give it.
I mean, it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
If you're going into it expecting to see something totally different,
yeah.
It's a rom-com and it does what rom-coms do.
Yeah.
But it was super cute.
Cat.
I had a lot of laughs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Australian surfer dude
was the funniest part.
Was pretty funny.
Yeah. I thought
forget
that.
what his name.
Yeah.
They were calling him, but.
I thought that the tropes that they did break were like things like, for you to like the person that you're meant to be with, you gotta hate the boyfriend or the girlfriend that they're with. They have to be a jerk. They did it.
I mean, they
did it with one of the characters. Like you rooted for Sydney Sweeney's character because the other girl on the other side that the guy that she was meant to be with could be the person that he could choose. She was a total jerk. But on Sydney Sweeney's side, the guy that everybody were expecting her to get with, her ex-boyfriend, he wasn't a jerk at all. He was a nice guy. So they like it was situations where they broke rom-com norms that we've seen over the years, and in a lot of ways they kept them all they kept them all intact. The cast was funny. I can see why
Dermot Mulroney is great as always.
Which one?
Sydney Sweeney's dad.
in a lot of ways. But overall, it was just a well done little rom-com, and so far it is the best movie she's done. I mean, I've seen more of her movies than you have, but out of all the movies that she's got out right now, that's the best one. Way above Madam Web. Way. But that's gonna forever be her worst movie. But this is her best movie so far. And I liked the horror movie that she just did when she's playing the nun. That movie was good, and it's hard to compare the two. But this movie, I can see why this movie was such a financial success and such a hit. So if you got time to watch it on Netflix, go out there, go check it out. All right. I just wanted to get that out the way because I always promise to do entertainment news and review. So real fast, before we call it a night, I wanted to go, are there any of the comments that were coming in? I see people talking in the live chat, answering any of our questions about X-Men or anything.
Garuda Legends made a lot of comments about your X-Men.
About the X-Men conversation? Let's highlight them. Let's see what...
She will be shocked to see how Magneto is still alive, losing his actual heart.
Who's she being Rogue, maybe? Rogue? It
said,
she will be shocked to see how Magneto is still alive, losing his actual heart. I'm assuming that you mean Rogue will be shocked? I'm assuming that's what you think. You think that's what they mean, Lana? Rogue would be shocked?
Probably.
Magneto did survive more than...
I bet that Wolverine stabbed his heart but didn't destroy it. I'm pretty sure he'll be able to heal himself. But that whole thing about his heart being punched out of his chest that happened in the comic book, I don't think Disney Plus would have even approved that. I mean, I was surprised to even see Wolverine get those claws in there. But I mean, hey, that was a shock to me.
Or turn to mush.
You said to who?
Turn to mush. Like when took out all the metal out of Wolverine.
Yeah. Oh,
I wasn't expecting that scene. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, it was brutal. But yeah, overall, yeah, Wolverine getting that stab in, and then Magneto, retaliating. That's going to be a mess. I can't wait to see how they're going to talk about. I bet you all of the next episode, Wolverine's not even going to be in it. He's just going to be in pain and in the hospital the whole time, and we're not going to see Wolverine in action again until next season. That's what I'm assuming. But before, I think there was something that I forgot to do before, the last time that we collaborated. I forgot to give you your moment real quick when we were talking about your cosplay, Lana. I forgot we did your top 5 of your favorite cosplay, but we forgot to mention the other cosplay, the horror cosplay.
And, the demon.
Wasn't that the one where the little guy was like, "Kill her, Jack"?
Yeah, the little elf or dwarf. Because they had all the fantasy creatures in there. Because it's all about the unicorns, the elves, the dwarfs, and yin and yang.
Yeah.
You can't have darkness without the light, and you can't have light without darkness. You have to have both. There's actually words throughout the movie where it really sticks with you because there's a lot of truth to it.
Yeah.
And it's said in such, I don't know, just a powerful way if you really listen to it. But the character I chose was Darkness, female version of Darkness from Legend, which was played by Tim Curry, which is one of my favorite actors.
Or maybe
waist skills.
Or maybe if in another universe, if Jack didn't succeed and he did marry his bride, maybe you're playing their daughter.
Maybe.
But no, I forgot to show one of those last time, so I want to make sure that because you have a lot of, and guys, check out Lana Marie. Is it LanaMarieLive.com? Is that the full website?
LanaMarieLive.com.
LanaMarieLive.com. Let's do a quick plug on it again. Let's tell them about that, about where they can find your cosplay.
You can find pretty much all my costumes, my acting.
I was a mutant. So he's like obviously Team Magneto all the way between me, Garuda Legends, and Lana. Everybody's Team Magneto. So yeah, Professor X really f that all up. So he's losing support left and right. But guys, what was you saying?
It took too long to come back.
To come back, yeah,
Yeah.
You messed it all up. Scott had a whole baby, and he's like 50, and the baby's like 50 years old now. He took forever. I appreciate you guys for joining us on another episode of As We Were Here, talking through the medias, as we always do on Thursday. Like for this week and the weeks leading up to Comic Palooza, we're only going to have one show, so there won't be like an After Dark on Fridays. Until after Comic Palooza. I'm only because now is the time where it's down to those last few episodes. This is episode 297. Next week 298 and 299, and then episode 300 will be live at Comic Palooza. Guys, like I said, if you guys want to check us out at Comic Palooza, come watch us. If you're in the Houston area, if you're into cosplay, if you're into geek culture, if you're into comic books, just meeting celebrities that have entertained us throughout the years. Comic Palooza, they have it all. They have something for everybody out there. Go check us out there. We're going to be live. I have a surprise cosplay that I'm going to enjoy. And for me, guys, if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out at Chris W. Fagan or at T3 Media Studios. And there's going to be there's some new things coming to the website. I 50% done. And we're going to have more sponsors and things to talk about. And I'm pretty sure after Comic Palooza, we'll have all that stuff up and running to show you guys. So thank everybody in the live chat. Thank you, Garuda Legends. Thanks, Brianna, for joining us in the chat. And until next time, guys, have a good one. Peace. Thank you guys for watching our video. I really do appreciate it. Remember, you can support our show by becoming a member or a Patreon. So click the subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you'll never miss out on when we go live or post new content. Let's stay connected, grow this community together. Like, subscribe, comment.